Hi, this is Francisco Pulgar Vidal with fkiQuality, and today I would like to speak with you about the 3 nevers for a perfect process. We should aim to run a perfect process, clearly knowing that while it may be an impossible goal to achieve, it is a worthy goal. But first, what is a perfect process? A perfect process is one that is continually being improved by the personnel who's responsible for it. The process owners, they will battle the winds of variability every day, to try novel actions, to keep operating with high performance, and seek ways to eliminate all inefficiencies. Their objective is to deliver desired outcomes with minimal variation. And this is a never achieved, always motivating goal. To get to perfection, each step must perform as well as possible. This requires having a smart design at the beginning, and then the commitment on an ongoing basis to stick to 3 behaviors known as the 3 nevers. The first one is known as never make a defect. What we want here is to make sure that we set an aspiration for ourselves to never settle for low quality coming out of our hands. This also sets the foundation for a work environment that is filled with trust. Never make a defect requires knowing what is expected. Therefore, this means knowing what would be the work standard for our work. This work standard will describe what the next step needs, but also what the overall system of production is going to need. Not every day is going to be smooth. Abnormal conditions may create unexpected results. Then, we should notice this immediately and take action right away. This is known in the Toyota world as Jidoka. Jidoka means to stop and fix if you can fix the abnormal condition, or at the very least stop and ask for help. Doing either of these 2 things requires that you feel a certain sense of empowerment to be able to take action. It also requires that there will be a sense of trust among you and your peers, and also with our supervisors, so that there is no fear of seeming irresponsible or fear of losing respect from peers and supervisors for not being able to take care of our own station. It is natural that sometimes the unexpected will strike. What matters is how we respond to it. The second never is never pass a defect. In this case, we realize what is the effect of our work on the work of others, and we seek to protect the quality of downstream work. We understand that our work is just part on a long stream of steps that make up an end-to-end process. And because of this realization, we will consider that letting poor quality work flow down will choke later steps. It will require inspection tasks to sort the good from the bad, increasing overall production costs. Personnel will be assigned to wasteful tasks, like rerouting the product, the rework itself, or even scrapping the product that cannot be salvaged. Even worse, the task responsible for the substandard product may remain unaware and unimproved, always making sure it meets its quota for the day. But at what price? At what cost? Everybody downstream loses. The third never is never accept a defect. This third never helps production in 2 different ways. The first one is it protects process steps from wasteful work and frustration, and also uses customers' feedback to create opportunities for improvement. The first positive impact is to avoid any step from becoming the dumping ground of another step's garbage or poor quality process or poor quality outcomes. Everybody must carry their own workload, and if any process is unable to do so, then the work is rebalanced across the entire value stream in order to achieve a reasonable work standard. This is better than just taking care of the bad and fixing it in order to not create problems, that it tends to be a very common attitude. The problem with that attitude is that it becomes a lose-win situation. I lose and you win, but the problem is that then you never realize of the damage that you're creating downstream, you being the upstream process. Instead of doing this, what the employee who follows this third never accept a defect, does is it sends a clear signal to the upstream step in order to alert it of the need for corrective action. The second positive impact is that by doing so, by creating this feedback loop and by not accepting a defect, we are using customer feedback in order to improve. It is possible that a process may not have an end-to-end view of everything that is required by the rest of the operation. In this case, we're talking about what you may call an internal customer. If a process ignores what the other needs, then this is a signal to high-level management that some system-wide improvement is needed. Letting things be as they are will only make things worse. Taiichi Ohno, the creator of the Toyota production system, used to say, "No problems is a problem. The lack of awareness is a problem. And the lack of awareness will be due to lack of feedback." It is also possible that the needs of downstream processes may have changed over time, but they have not been communicated, which also would indicate to top management that better communication and alignment of process objectives is needed. In summary, the three nevers, never make a defect, never pass a defect, never accept a defect, foster a sense of team with personal responsibility, understanding of other people's work, and responsiveness to the changing conditions inside the operation. The result takes us back to our initial objective, that of a perfect process that is continually improved by those who own it and by those who run it every day. Thank you for your time.